Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Glory to you, O Lord. After making the crossing to the other side of the sea, Jesus and his disciples came to land at Gennesaret and tied up there. As they were leaving the boat, people immediately recognized him. They scurried about the surrounding country and began to bring in the sick on mats to wherever they heard he was. Whatever villages or towns or countryside he entered, they laid the sick in the marketplaces and begged him that they might touch only the tassel on his cloak. And as many as touched it were healed. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Do you recognize the Lord's presence in your life? The Gospel records that when Jesus disembarked from the boat, the people immediately recognized him. What did they recognize in Jesus? A prophet? A healer? The Messiah? The Son of God? For sure they recognized that Jesus had power from God to heal and to make whole bodies, limbs, minds, and hearts that were beset with disease, affliction, and sin. What happened when they pressed upon him and touched the fringe of his garment? They were made well. The Lord Jesus is ever ready to meet our needs as well. Do you approach him with expectant faith? Let us spend some moment to reflect on and connect with the Lord as we contemplate on these questions. Do you recognize the Lord's presence with you and the power of his word for your life? Do you seek the Lord Jesus and put his kingdom first? Let us pray. We lift our hearts to you, our gracious and compassionate Creator. Grant us, O Lord, the faith of those who came, believing in your power to heal and mend. May we, too, approach with trust and reverence, knowing that even the slightest touch brings restoration. In your mercy, heal our bodies, minds, and spirits. And in our healing, may we find the courage to carry your light into the world, bringing hope and renewal to all we encounter. May you be the center of our decisions, now and forever. In the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Giving you the updates on national and local matters. The station where you hear the roaring news and current affairs. We magnify the truth. Tiger Headlines.
Good morning, UST. I am Wilfred Reyes, and this is Tiger Headlines, serving you the hottest news flash in and out the campus. In international news, Australian authorities warned its citizens of an elevated bushfire risk in the country. This comes as the nation's weather forecaster placed heat wave alerts in 2 of its states and 2 territories, including its capital, Canberra. Forecasts show that the climate in Sydney, one of Australia's most populated cities, could peak at 39 degrees Celsius above its usual mean of 26 degrees Celsius during February. The heat wave poses a risk for fires in the country's dry areas amidst an ongoing El Niño weather pattern, which causes unusually warm waters in the Pacific Ocean, resulting to hotter winds. Meanwhile, the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD, warns its Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program, or 4-piece beneficiaries, against pawning their cash cards. DSWD Director and 4-piece program manager Gemma Gabuya says that the beneficiaries should bring their ATM cards for spot checking during family development sessions, which they are required to attend to fulfill the family development thrust of the program. Gabuya also clarifies that pawning is not allowed, and those who deal with it can be delisted from the program after 3 warnings. Recently, over 100,000 families were delisted from the program after participating in different anomalies, including pawning their cash cards and the misuse of cash grants. The 4-piece beneficiaries receive their cash grants through cash cards to improve health, nutrition, education, and to practice financial independence as a strategy for poverty alleviation. We'll be back for your daily dose of news, Thomasians. You're watching Tiger Headlines.
Giving you the updates on national and local matters. The station where you hear the roaring news and current affairs. We magnify the truth. Tiger Headlines.
Welcome back to Tiger Headlines, serving you the hottest news flash in and out the campus. In local news, Makati's 23 barangays are getting an additional 10 million peso share from its real property tax in 2023, now that the 10 enlisted men's barrios or EMBOs have been transferred to Taguig. Makati Mayor Abby Binay says that the exclusion of the EMBO barangays resulted in bigger allocations for the remaining villages of the city and encourages its leaders to use the additional resources towards programs and services aligned with the city's vision. This is one of the many transitions that the city has made after the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Taguig in April 2022 over their territorial claim of the EMBOs and the Fort Bonifacio complex. For Thomasian News, the University of Santo Tomas entrance test, or UST, ends with its 6th and last batch of examinees on Sunday, February 4 at the Manila campus. The Office of Admissions announces that a total of 50,070 aspiring Thomasians applied to take the test for the academic year 2024 to 2025. The number of test takers this year is higher than those who applied last year, with 42,993 applicants. In entertainment news, TikTok removes music from artists like Taylor Swift, BTS, Ariana Grande, and more from the platform after its licensing agreement with the artist's record label, Universal Music Group, expired. UMG says that TikTok only wanted to pay a fraction of what other social media platforms pay to use their music and could not reach a new agreement. Clips using music from UMG artists are now muted, and no videos can be made using their songs. These are the stories of the day. I am Wilfred Reyes. For more news and updates, just keep it here at Tiger Headlines.
Giving you the updates on national and local matters. The station where you hear the roaring news and current affairs. We magnify the truth. Tiger Headlines.
Good morning, UST! Welcome, Tigers, to the show that puts the R in your mornings. This is Tiger Rush. So welcome, guys. You're with Tiger Roxanne and
I am Jay from Tiger TV, and today is Monday, and this marks the beginning of yet another fresh week and a brand new prospect for Tiger Rush. So Zen, it feels good to be back in Tiger Rush. So what was your favorite experience last year?
I think in general my favorite experience was meeting new people, like learning about new orgs and learning also to how to take care of myself. How about you, Jay?
Yeah, actually, my favorite segment was #OOTD, since we really got a deep dive into the different organizations inside UST.
After almost 2 months of hiatus, we are finally back on screen. So, ano nga ba dapat ang inyong abangan from this epic comeback?
I think madami, no? From exciting episodes,
Blazing news,
intriguing segments,
and more. Kaya naman, simula ngayon, don't forget to catch us every morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. only here on UST Tiger TV. And we are also live on Facebook and YouTube Live, and of course, on all four corners of the university on every first floor TV. Ang bongga, diba?
Ang good. Kahit you're not inside UST physically, you can tune in to Tiger Rush wherever you are. But aside from that, isa sa mga dapat natin abangan this February is the celebration of, can you guess?
I think it has something to do with our faculty.
Yeah, what we have in celebration is the AB month. Yes, you heard that right. From AB week, nag-evolve tayo into AB month. Because ika nga nila, the longer the better.
And I really do agree with that. And for our artlets out there, be prepared to experience so many things from Kwento sa Sining,
Athena's Cup 2024,
AB Pautakan,
AB Concert, and more.
I'm so excited to finally experience not just AB week but AB month, especially na ilang thousand students tayo sa faculty natin, diba?
Not sure, pero madami. And I feel like this is really a good culminating event to celebrate our identity as artlets. Ikaw ba, Zen, do you have any specific event that you are looking forward to?
Since I'm also part of behavioral science scholars also, I can't wait for the Pautakan or the Quiz Bee, especially na sobrang talaga ng artlets very competitive, very bibo in such a good way.
Grabe, you're a smart girly pala. But nakaka-curious naman kaya yung mga events natin. So, if you wish to know more about this month-long celebration, tune in dahil pag-uusapan natin yan with a special guest.
Oh my gosh, so exciting. But before that, would you like to plug UST Tigers TV's socials, Jay?
Yeah, so don't forget to follow UST Tiger TV on Twitter and Instagram at UST Tiger TV, on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, UST Tiger TV.
And for UST Tiger Radio, Twitter at Tiger Radio UST, on IG at US Tiger Radio, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, UST Tiger Radio, and of course, you can tune in on Mixler at mixler.com/US Tiger Radio.
But I think it's time we get into the meat of what Tiger Rush is about. From food crafting all the way to nutrition, we've got you covered.
So guys, brace yourselves because here comes the fun part. Here comes the show that puts the R in your mornings. This is Tiger Rush.
Welcome back to Mashan, and we are back with back-to-back exercises that you can do at home and at the gym. I'm Rainier Rafael, and welcome to another episode of Jumpstart. And today we'll be doing Pilates. And don't worry, I'm one of the beginners as well in Pilates, so we're all in this together. And also, Pilates train your stability and mobility, both important for maintaining your posture throughout your exercise and also throughout the day. This will be 2 sets of 6 exercises each with 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And I want you to prepare an open area, your yoga mat, and a water bottle to keep you refreshed, and also that energy. So yeah, let's begin.
First in this exercise is what we call the hundreds, because we'll be fanning up that core with our arms. Line your back straight and lift those legs up as they reach a 45-degree angle. Squeeze those back of your thighs together and scoop in those abdominals, and pump them while inhaling, then exhaling. Doing this exercise strengthens your core muscles while increasing your muscular endurance, and that's another way to help your respiratory organs, so let's push through.
So I wasn't kidding that we're training stability and mobility, especially upper core, which is part of the pillar, together with our shoulders and our hips, which stabilizes the entire body. So let's get ready.
Continuing from that position, we'll be doing a roll-up. Put your arms forward and rise like a mummy while keeping both of your legs straight on the ground. While mobilizing your spine, this allows your body to be flexible through a wide range of motion. So, allow yourself to roll.
I want you to emphasize on your breathing, your inhale and your exhale, because stability also involves your respiratory system and also your mind as well. So, note that.
Can you feel your abs engaged? So now we'll be moving to our lower body naman with the rollovers. Keep your arms at the side to support your lower body and make a hinge movement from your hips while keeping your legs straight. Allow your tiptoes to reach overhead and give yourself a good stretch while improving your spine. Now, let's tone down and rest that core a bit. Lying down your back straight, make a full circle with your right leg. Now switch.
You can see the emphasis of a lower body workout, an upper body workout, because right now in Pilates, we're working all of them. Grabe talaga yung effort na hindi binigay sa'yo. Just kidding.
The next one is almost similar to mimicking an egg, and that is rolling like a ball. From a straight back, you tuck your leg in and hug your knees, then rock yourselves in those rolls with all your strength. This ball exercise improves your respiratory functions while also reducing the tensions from your spine. Keep up the good job, Tamashan.
So I highly emphasize flexibility and mobility, especially through Pilates. And if you want to train your mobility and stability, Pilates is such an amazing workout for that.
Last for the first set is a single leg stretch. From lying on the floor, tuck one leg into your chest, then bend as far as you could and hug those knees. Then, do it alternatively with the other leg. These stretches are known for warming up your body while stabilizing the spine and toning your torsos. Slowly but surely, you're doing great.
But in all seriousness, if you want to improve your athletic performance or maybe your daily posture, I highly recommend Pilates because there is a lot of straightening of the spine, breathing, all essential for your day-to-day activities. So after 3 episodes, now you finally see me with a water bottle. Meaning, this is such an exciting workout, especially if you're a beginner. I advise to any training modality from sports to a training program or any physical activity, take it one step at a time. Make sure that you practice deliberate, genuine reps daily and in short intervals to build that motor pattern, to build those habits. So I hope you had a lot of fun with today's workout session with Pilates, working on your stability and your mobility. And I advise that you do mindfulness meditation or mindfulness breathing to aid you in your Pilates pursuit. Don't forget to stay tuned for more exercise sessions. I'm Rainier Rafael, and don't forget to kickstart your day with Jumpstart.
welcome back to the only show where we bring you plates full of flavors and wallets full of savings. I'm still here, Patrick, your host and your plate date for today. And together with me is the one, the only,
the Louie. Hi guys, I'm Louie, your resident cook and your playdate who will show you how to have great meals na hindi lang masarap, pero perfect din when it comes to cooking in small spaces with limited equipment.
Of course, dito sa plate date, we will showcase you different recipes na made perfect for our students na naka-dorm, naka-condo. Kaya naman perfect na perfect itong mga recipes natin. Kaya naman, let's serve the plate date. So Louie, ano bang recipe natin for today?
So ang gagawin natin ay classic garlic fried rice.
Garlic classic fried rice. So ngayon naman, isa-isa natin ang mga ingredients. Ano ito?
So syempre kailangan natin ng garlic,
of
soy
course.
sauce, oil, optional yung butter.
Optional yung butter.
Syempre optional din yung egg, mixed vegetables, and syempre yung pepper na.
Pepper na. So paano kung walang mixed vegetable? Kasi syempre nakadorm yung mga students natin. Anong pwedeng option dyan?
Kahit anong leftover actually kasi since yung garlic fried rice nga, you can put anything. Mapatapa, kung mayaman ka, baby back ribs, or anything.
O pwede yung omelette, kagaya ng mga previous episode natin.
Yes,
So
pwede
pwede rin yun. So ano pa hinihintay natin? Let's prepare the food.
Okay, so ito muna.
Let's start with slicing the garlics.
So we're
Okay.
gonna mince this lang.
Okay.
Pinaflatten ko lang siya.
Yung garlic rice ba natin, yung classic garlic rice natin, meron ka bang mga stories behind it?
So ito yung garlic fried rice natin. Ito yung reason kung bakit ako napunta dito or sa aking culinary journey.
So, may sentimental value
Oo.
pala yan.
Kasi nung summer, ito talaga yung niluluto namin ng family ko as breakfast, ganyan. So, doon ko naisip na, what if?
Oo nga. Tama. Tama.
So, first off, we're gonna use our oil.
Okay.
Heat up natin sa ating
Heat up ang ating pan, then we will fry the garlic. So, okay, what's next?
So, while that's cooking, so once golden brown na siya,
Golden
it's
brown.
ready to, it's ready na. So, lalagyan na natin siya ng
Rice. Okay, syempre, hindi mawawala ang rice sa garlic rice.
So, mas maganda sana if yung gagawin natin rice is yung leftover natin or galing na sa ref.
Bakit? Anong epekto pag galing sa ref?
Mas masarap lang siyang lutuin kasi
Mas masarap.
mas madikit yung rice natin kapag
Yes.
bagong saing sinulo ulit as garlic.
Okay. So, after paghalu-haluin yung rice and the mayo, what's next?
So lang ngayon ito pa.
Ay, mayo. Wala pala. Kanina pala yun. Okay, next.
So, next natin ilalagay ang ating
Mixed vegetables. So, yung mixed vegetables na yan, ano ba yung nadadala niya dun sa classic garlic rice mo?
So, muna sa lahat, syempre yung nutritional value niya.
Nutritional value.
Mixed vegetables nga, mas magiging healthy ang ating dish.
Tsaka mas nagiging makulay. Di ba? Parang nagkaroon din siya ng ibang factor, ibang atake yung garlic rice mo.
Tapos para dagdag kulay din, and syempre yung ating alat, ang ating soy sauce.
Soy sauce, okay. Then, itong ating mga salt and pepper, later pa siya.
So, taste na lang siya, if masyadong matatang or something, we can
Okay.
use the pepper.
So, magdadagdag na lang. Okay. So, while you're cooking, ano ba sa tingin mo yung pinaka kailangan tandaan ng ating mga viewers sa ating classic garlic rice? Ano yung kailangan? Classic garlic rice, hindi dapat kalimutan to.
Siguro, mas maraming bawang.
Mas
okay.
maraming bawang, mas
Oo.
okay.
Huwag hindi din siya masyadong maalat kasi you have to adjust kung ano man leftover mo, adjust ka sa alat. Ganyan.
Adjust.
Kasi pag masyadong maalat, hindi masarap.
Tama naman. So, mas maraming bawang, mas okay. Huwag nyo lang alatan kasi, syempre, kailangan healthy pa rin ang ating cooking.
In a few minutes, tapos na, and we're gonna plate na.
Okay.
So, ayan, since tapos na siya, Patrick, pwede na siyang i-plate.
Okay.
Just like that, we have our classic garlic fried rice.
So, ano pa iniintay natin? We have our fork. Let's dig in. Okay, taking a bite. Tama nga yung sinabi mo, pag nasa ref yung kanin, feel ko mas okay yung texture niya.
Kumusta?
Nagko-complement yung mixed vegetables natin. Talagang saktong-sakto, yung alat, sakto lang, yung lasa. Okay. How about you? Syempre, luto mo yan.
Ako, nagustuhan ko dito, syempre, gaya na sinabi mo, sakto yung seasoning. Plus, yung crunch factor na nagdadala ng carrots natin, tsaka ng ating mais.
Okay, so, thank you so much for cooking this.
You too should try out our recipe. If you haven't taken a screenshot of it earlier, don't worry because we will be posting a photo of it for you.
And that's it for our 7th episode of The Plate Date, your college cooking bestie. See you in the next episode. Bye!
Wait lang.
You're still tuning in to Tiger Rush. We just had Jumpstart and Plate Date, and can I say, nothing beats good food and exercise in the morning, am I right?
Yeah.
But moving on, we are going to have Jay's favorite segment. Can you guys guess what it was?
If nakikinig kayo kanina, my favorite segment is hashtag OOTD or hashtag org of the day. So welcome back. This is this segment. And you know, as the SEM has progressed, organizations have started to move their activities even before the second semester actually even began.
And OOTD's goal is actually to guide Themasians in their org journey based on first-hand amusing stories from people within the organization. Again, this is hashtag OOTD, where your choice of org will never go out of style.
Alright, so let's get to know our Thomasian advocates by inviting one of their members here at makipagchikahan kaya tayo sa kanila. So right here we have Ralph Calas from the UST Yellow Jackets, the current Vice President of that org. So once again, welcome po to hashtag OOTD and thank you po for gracing us with your time.
Likewise.
So, before we start with OOTD, we want to ask you, kamusta ka naman?
Ayun, medyo busy lalo na yung second sem kasi usually mabilis lang talaga. So yung pacing like galing lang sa Pasko tapos biglang prelims na agad.
Yes po. So actually, you've mentioned po na it's quite a busy time. So we wanted to ask po if nag-start na po ba yung activities or yung movement ng Yellow Jackets even before po ng start ng second sem?
Actually, yes, mula nung pa lang, start pa lang rin ng January. Nagte-training na din po kami, nagpe-prepare for the upcoming volleyball season.
Oh.
That's so exciting. We can say na talagang booked and busy na kayo for this whole semester, and we're so excited to have you here, Ralph, as we all need your help introducing the beloved UST Yellow Jackets sa ating mga fellow Thomasian viewers and listeners.
Yeah, so the UST Yellow Jackets live by the motto, and sorry if I butchered this since this is in Latin, suaviter in modo, fortiter in re, right? So how would you incorporate this motto with your organization's work in UST?
So, suaviter in modo, fortiter in re, in English means gentle and manner, firm indeed. So, basically, yung galaw ng YJ and all of its members, incorporated talaga sa ganito na sa bawat decision na ginagawa nila, sa bawat kumpas ng kanilang buhay, talagang with firmness, yung mga decisions and yung galaw nila is with grace, with elegance, na talagang makikita mo sa kahit aura pa lang nila, makikita mo na ay wow, YJ ito.
Very true. Yeah, ang ganda ng motto na you can abide by it kahit wala ka na sa Yellow Jackets, diba?
Totoo, kahit like when I see people who are Yellow Jackets, kahit hindi sila nag-drums, damdam ko talaga yung aura nyo.
Yeah,
As what you said, the grace talaga. And we want to ask you naman, if you meet a fashion freshman interested in applying to your organization, how would you introduce the UST Yellow Jackets to them?
So, ang UST Yellow Jackets is the official pep squad and drumline of the University of Santo Tomas. And common misconception is madalas ito yung iniisip na drummers lang. But overall, kami yung masasabing ultimate pep squad. Kasi not only do we play the drums, but we also cheer for the team, any other sport. And we also boost the Tomasian community, even through small activities such as that we call pep talk during timeouts. And we're just there to really encapsulate the ultimate Tomasian spirit.
Grabe talaga yung effect ng YG. Parang hindi kompleto ang isang game kapag wala yung presence nila. But after placing second runner-up in the UAAP cheer dance competition last year, where else may we see your craftsmanship this 2024?
So, this 2024, like sinabi ko nga kanina, nagpe-prepare talaga kami for the upcoming volleyball season. Pero hindi lang naman limited dun yung activities namin. Meron din kami other sports, football, softball, baseball. Basically, kung anumang sport, most likely nandun kami. And then, meron din kaming within the university events, mga eduk event, department weeks event, kapag in-invite kami. And yeah, siguro yung panapos namin is the baccalaureate mass. Yes, for the graduating Tomasians, sana.
Very at home sense, you know. Sana makita ko po kayo. Sana makita ko po kayo sa baccalaureate mass. So, yeah.
But before all of that, we already know that you have so many
Welcome back to Mashans. I hope you're still tuning in. You're watching and listening to #OOTD.
So, narinig na natin ang basics and culture ng UST Yellow Jackets. So, let's now move on to their legacy. So, Ralph, as the Vice President of UST Yellow Jackets, what event this 2024 should the Mashans wait for from the Yellow Jackets?
So, kagaya na sabi ko kanina, inattendan namin mostly every event na nasa UST, also sa UAP din. And siguro yung biggest event na masasabi kong part kami ng main lineup is yung baccalaureate mass.
Yeah.
Lalo na yung last time na dadaan yung mga graduating students sa Arch. Nandun kami, sinasalubong namin yung future working Tomasians. Ayun.
Grabe. Parang that's the pinnacle of all events, no? The baccalaureate mass. But we know that the UST Yellow Jackets were once named the UST Bangers. So, what do you think of this change, and how do you think the name represents the current generation of your organization and its proceeding ones?
For me, parang napaka relevant nung change na from UST Bangers to UST Yellow Jackets, kasi ang Yellow Jacket, yung animal, wasp, main color niya talaga is black and yellow. And yung reason na kaya Yellow Jacket yung tawag sa amin is because kapag nagkumpulan sila, kapag madami sila, nagke-create sila ng buzzing sound na parang synonymous din sa ginagawa namin na tuwing UAP games, maingay kami. Nagdadabog, nagagalit sa mga drums. So parang ano din talaga, napaka-relevant niya sa ginagawa namin.
That's an interesting factor doon, that the UST Yellow Jackets is actually named after a wasp. Did you know that, Zen?
It's actually my first time hearing about it. And I'm so happy to hear about it because like we have so much more like representations of our school, so many more things to remind us of like our Tomasian background. And I also heard earlier what you said about welcoming or saying farewell to the graduating students during the baccalaureate mass. And I also remember they're the ones who also welcomed us in our university sa what do you call it again?
It's welcome walk.
Welcome walk. So it's just, nag 360 moment ako doon. And I'm so happy that you guys create this atmosphere talaga. But for our last question, we want to ask, finally, what kind of legacy do you want the UST Yellow Jackets to be remembered by for future Thomasians, and why?
Okay, so as someone na witness na yung Yellow Jacket even before na sumali ako, and now being the current Vice President, yung legacy na siguro gusto kong maiwan, and siguro mga past generations din gusto nilang maiwan, is gawin yung or i-maintain yung Yellow Jacket as an organization that is beloved and respected by the Thomasian community. Yet at the same time, pag nakita ng kalabang team sa any games man, pag nakita nila yung drums namin or yung presence namin, magte-tremble sila, matatakot. So, yun yung pinaka-legacy na gusto namin iiwan talaga.
What an inspiring legacy, and I hope that the UST Yellow Jacket can achieve this. I think kaya naman with our current status. And before we leave the show, we will not end, of course, without challenging our invited guests by seeing what they answer in a quick game of Fill in the blank. So we will give you a Yellow Jackets coded word, and then you will try to find a tune of any song with the word and its lyrics. You'll sing it afterwards, pero I think pwede namang i-declamation mo na lang. So, Azen, do you have the first word?
So, our first word is drum.
Drum.
Very relevant sa Yes UYJ.
Pero wala akong maisip na drum na word nakanta.
Kahit any, siguro included sa lyrics ng kanta, if meron?
Siguro may naalala akong may drummer boy.
Oh.
Do you know how it goes, Pua?
Drummer boy.
So I think I'll give that, do you think we'll...
That's 1 point.
Yeah, that's 1 point. We'll give that to you. So for your next word is go. Go with an exclamation point.
Okay. Siguro yung kung saan nanggaling yung Go Uste na cheer.
Oh,
very
that's such a
relevant
good
talaga.
one.
Yeah. Very iconic pa,
Very
you know?
iconic.
Yeah, so for our third word, Zen.
For our third word, we have beat.
Oh.
Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Oh,
That's
classic.
another good one.
Classic. So for your fourth word, champions.
We Are the Champions by Queen.
Parang may theme ako nakikita sa mga songs natin. No? Very forward, very driven. So, for our last word, Zen, would you mind doing the honors?
For our last word, a word that we can really associate with the Yellow Jackets, mighty.
Mighty. Ano bang kantang may mighty? Siguro cheer na lang natin. Yeah. We are the Tigers, the mighty Tigers.
Oh!
We can't wait. We've seen na parang ang dami talagang cheer na na-incorporate ni Ralph sa ating Game of Song Association.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear that this semester in our games in UAAP and the Baccalaureate Mass.
Iba talaga yung feeling kapag naririnig mo talaga sila on-site versus, in video and the like. Iba talaga yung energy and yung parang inspiring energy na nabibigay ng USTYJ.
Before we go, we want to ask you if you have any final words or invitations to the audience, and we want to allow you to plug the UST Yellow Jackets social media accounts and upcoming events.
Okay, so iniengganyo ko siguro na manood yung Thomasians for this upcoming UAP volleyball season. Kung may free time, manood lang kayo. Masaya naman siya. Sisiguraduhin namin masaya siya. And every game is as memorable as the last. Or more memorable, siguro. And in terms of dun naman sa social media ng YJ, meron kami sa Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. and I think TikTok. So, ayun lang po.
Ayan. So once again, thank you, Ralph, for joining Tiger Rush today and imparting your experiences with YJ with us. So once again, we want to give a shout out to the whole UST Yellow Jackets family and its teams.
Muli, ito ang programa kung saan your choice of org will never go out of style. Ito ang #OOTD.
Next in line, are canned goods really that unhealthy? Again, let's ask a distinguished guest from the UST Department of Nutrition and Dietetics sa pagbabalik ng Tiger Rush.
Hello guys, welcome back. We are back and moving on to talk about nutrition. But before we start, Jay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you a dormer?
I am actually. How about you, ba?
Actually, I'm still kind of baby girl right now,
Oh.
living with my parents. But I'm sure for today, a lot of people can relate to this topic.
Yeah, I love the term baby girl, by the way. But since today, Tiger Rush is finally back, and a lot of us students, professors, or even some of the backbone staff working in the university are living in dormitories. Today, we are talking about a common eating habit that I think is relatable to everyone. This is Dorm Life Eating Canned Goods 101.
Para sa mas malusog na UST, ito ang Tomas Nutritious Te.
So welcome back to the first ever airing of Tomas Nutritious Te this year. So Tomas Nutritious Te is a very practical segment here in Tiger Rush, and I'm sure since this is about our body, our nutrition, this is something that is very useful even for anyone. So we also want to give our appreciation to the College of Education and the Department of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Talking about the College of Education, Department of Nutrition and Dietetics, we have here in the studio a very, very special guest, the chairman of the Department of Nutrition and Dietetics. She is a registered nutritionist, dietitian, a member of the Nutritionists Dietitians Association of the Philippines, Assistant Prof. Kathleen N. Cruzada. Hello po,
welcome
Ma'am
to Tiger Rush po.
Hi, good morning.
So how are you po today?
I'm not saying I'm nervous, but probably I just guessed it parang 2 years ago pa sa Tiger TV.
And hopefully this is going to be a memorable experience for you once again.
So we want to, of course, greet you a welcome back. We're so happy to have you here po. And talking about like our small chit-chat earlier, we have a question for you. And that is, kumakain po ba kayo ng delata?
Of course.
Yeah.
Canning, the process itself, when you say canning, it's prepared in a vacuum sealed or a tight environment. So even yung mga pouch products, the can that you're so used to, yung literal na gumagamit ng cans, so those are processed foods. So I also eat those.
So we've been hearing a lot of talk about like processed food, right? The eating of canned food, and also how it's apparently bad or not as nutritious for our body. So we can't wait to debunk some of these questions.
But wait, before we jump into our in-depth conversation, let's hear it first from the Tomasian community, because our team has gathered responses on the ground about their first-hand experiences about eating canned goods, especially for those that are living in their dormitories. Magbabalik ang Tomas Nutritious Te.
On a weekly basis, gaano ka kadalas kumain ng canned goods?
I think once a week. As a student na nakadorm around UST, siguro yung pagkain ko ng mga nakadelata twice a week kasi most of the time, kumakain kami ng mga blockmates ko, ng mga friends ko after class.
Ako, siguro mga once a week. Ay, hindi, joke lang. Thrice a week. Pag tinatamad ako lumabas. Ako naman twice a week.
Once or twice a week. Depende kung kung may pagkain pang iba. Pero usually it's fast food or delata sa dorm.
Hello guys, welcome back to Tomas Nutritious. And we have we had a short video earlier surveying Samasians on their eating habits, more specifically sa mga canned goods. So, masasabi natin talaga na hindi maiiwasan kainin yung mga pagkain yun.
Yeah, especially for dormers. But I think it's time we proceed to the actual meat of our portion. So, Ma'am Kath, we want to ask you, what are the benefits of having canned goods in store?
I think the number one benefit is the convenience.
Yeah.
It's readily available. Anyone can just simply buy it from the market. You don't need a fridge to actually store it. You buy it from the shelves. You store it in the shelves as well, no? On the shelves rather. So I think that's the number one benefit. Second, it is cost efficient or economical because it's cheaper compared to other fresh produce, like if you just have limited budget, especially for our dormers, they have limited budget. So you don't use a lot of energy to prepare it. You don't even need a fridge if you are going to store it, like what I said earlier. And then you prepare it. I mean, you require a little of ingredients if you want to somehow tweak the recipe, or you can eat it as is. And then the third, it is safe. If you buy it from reputable sources, definitely it's safe. It was prepared in the factory with safety officers. So I think those are the three benefits of the canned products.
Very insightful, especially for dormers. Lalo na po yung convenience. Yeah.
Yes. So, Jay, do you relate to any of the things Ma'am Kat said? Especially that you're a dormer currently.
Actually, very much so. I mean, Ma'am Kath really hit the nail about the, benefits of eating canned goods. And, it's really about convenience, about time, and about efficiency since you're a dormer.
But Ma'am Kath earlier talked about how, one, it's efficient. Two, it's also costly. And it's also safe to store. So, but we want to ask po, what are the nutrition na nakukuha natin if there are any sa mga pagkaing delata?
Actually, the best way for you to know that is by reading the nutrition facts. So if you're familiar with nutrition facts, you get to see those in any products. No, you get to see how much protein, how much carbohydrates, how many fats, even certain minerals and vitamins. And then there are canned products that are fortified with certain nutrients. So when say fortified, they're added to canned products to make it to have those nutrients. For example, milk. Our milk products are actually fortified with zinc and vitamin D. So aside from calcium, you get zinc and vitamin D. And there are also products which are enriched, no? When say enriched, some in the process kasi nawawala, no, during the process. But then to bring back those nutrients, no, they add back once again those nutrients that was lost during the process. So again, as nutritionists, I would like you to read nutrition facts, nutrition labels, so for you to know what are the specific nutrients that you may get or you may consume from the product.
So we just got a tip from you po to look for the fortified mark in our processed food. Also, as you said earlier, milk. But do you have any like red flags sa mga nutrition labels po?
Actually, aside from the caloric value, I want you to look at the simple sugar. Okay, so it may have low calories, but we also have this empty caloric food or caloric dense food items. What do we mean by that? They are high in calories but do not have much nutrients in it. So you have to read the simple sugar, the sugar on the label, same the fat content. And if you have problems with your cholesterol, let's say, I would say na even juvenile onset, even as young as prone to cardiovascular disease na rin. So higher odds of you getting CVD or cardiovascular diseases. So read how much sodium does it contains. Kasi for you to preserve canned items or canned products, you have to read. I mean, they usually add sodium, usually add sugar so that they can preserve the food. So you have to be careful about that.
Ayun, so parang sabi nga ng isang famous slogan, always check the label.
Correct.
Especially for here in our canned goods. But in relation to that po, are there any downsides of eating canned foods, and how frequent should we be consuming this type of good?
In nutrition, we always say movaba.
Oh.
Moderation, variety, and balance. So anything in excess is bad, definitely. Nutritionists would tell you there's no such thing as bad food, but it depends on the amount that you consume. Let's say if you have too much protein, it's not good as well. If you have too much carbohydrates, it's not good as well. So everything should be in moderation. There should be balance, no, for you to have all the nutrients that you need. No, siguro you can use the Pinggang Pinoy guide. So we have that, which was introduced by the Department of Science and Technology for the Nutrition Research Institute or the FNRI. So if you want to be more, you want to have an illustration or a guide, how much are you supposed to consume in terms of the food that you eat every meal, you can use that as a guide. So the canned product, if it's protein based, for example, it's meat or fish, no, that can be counted as your protein source. However, what's the disadvantage, no, or what does canned products do not provide? One, not much of the fiber, and we need fiber, no. In nutrition also, our organs serve as the detoxifying organ, no. No to detox juice. There's no really such thing. But your fiber serves as a broom, no, parang walis, no. It brings out anything in excess. So you cannot really get that much from the canned products. Plus, it's high in sodium and it's high in sugar for you to preserve those products. So therefore, you have to limit that as well. You can be innovative, actually, in using canned products with fresh produce.
I love it, especially sa Movaba.
Yeah.
That's a new term na I think I'll try to integrate in my, as a dormer. But how about you, Zen? Do you have any other questions?
Before I go to my question also, but I'm so happy that I have like a sense of like not feeling guilty anymore, especially by hearing what Ma'am Kat said na it's good in moderation with variety and also balance. But talking about balance, can you give us Samashans po a piece of advice about maintaining a healthy diet, especially with the inevitable presence of canned goods in the market?
So again, no, yung downside that I've mentioned earlier, when you take in canned products, not much of the fiber, which we really need, no. So you can somehow mix it, no, to balance it out. You mix it with fresh produce. I usually make this as an example to my patients. Let's say you have canned tuna. You can add probably pineapple, then use lettuce as your base. There you go. You already have your tuna salad. No need to add dressing because the sweetness will come already from the pineapple. And then the lettuce, that's where your fiber will be coming from. So anyway, gusto niyo naman ng sangyupsal. So that's I think a good recipe for you. Or choose probably yung mga products na not oil-based. Meron kasi mga canned products na water-based, so that's even better than the oil-based ones. So try to drain also, no, yung from the brine or yung salt solution, yung canned products, so somehow you lessen the sodium content.
Ayan. So, with all of the things that you've mentioned po, siguro if you could give one takeaway, the most important thing na pwedeng i-take home ng mga Tomasians, ano po yun?
Siguro I would say be innovative, no, in preparing your meals. Number one, safety is always priority. I always say this to students, no, to our future nutritionist dietitians, that if you will characterize foods, I'm very fond of mnemonics because of the board exam preparation. So I use SNPs. So S for safety, always make sure it's safe. N is for nutritious, no? E is economical. Probably that's one of the reasons why dormers love canned foods. A is it's accessible and readily available. So probably for you to make sure that everything is available, you have to prepare your menu ahead of time. There are so many menu guides online that you can check, no? And then P, it should be palatable. When we say palatable, it's good to the taste buds, to the mouth feel, to the way it looks like, no? And then S, it is satisfying, no? So if you're not satisfied with, you're not satisfied with something, no? You get to crave more.
Yeah.
So make sure it's satisfying, it's satiety value-wise, nakakabusog, no? And of course, the palate, no? Kahit nabusog ka, minsan yung palate mo, di ba? Parang you're still craving for something else. So don't forget the word snips.
Thank you for that. And I'm sure, hopefully, our Thomashan viewers and listeners can really incorporate snips into their life.
So guys, remember, safety, nutritious, economical, accessible, palatable, and satisfying. So thank you talaga, Ma'am Kat, for being our very first guest for Tomas Nutritious this semester.
And we also want to thank the Department of Nutrition and Dietetics. But I think, unfortunately, it's time we proceed to another segment of this show. Coming up, everything that you need to know about being an artlet is coming up, and we are going to discuss the most awaited AB month. So, sino kaya ang guest natin? Abangan right here in Tiger Rush. Thank you. Hello, Thomasians, and welcome back to Tiger Rush. With that, February is not only the Heart Month, but this is also the time that the UST Artlets is also celebrating Pistang AB Month 2024 in commemoration of their own faculty.
So we are about to hit two birds with one stone dahil malalaman natin what it's like to be an artlet and what to expect for AB month through our guest today dito lang sa Tomasino, kung saan makikilala ang buhay, husay at talento ng isang Tomasino.
Welcome back, and we have with us here ay tunay na isang certified artlet. He is a former Secretary General of the Central Board of the UST Central Student Council, former Executive Coordinator to the President of the UST Artlet Student Council, Speaker of the Central Board at the UST Central Student Council, and the current president of the UST Artlet Student Council. Of course, we have here none other than Timothy TJ Santiago. So, welcome.
Hi,
welcome to
magandang umaga. Thank you for having me.
And we're glad to have you here too.
Grabe, how do you feel being here right now on Tiger Rush?
Well, surreal kasi it's actually my first time being here, no? And nakikita ko lang to sa mga lobby ng mga TV namin and online.
Ayan, so ngayon naman it's your turn para makita ng mga tao sa mga lobby and sa mga TV. So I think it's time that we proceed to our question. So for our first question, do you have any fun or memorable background stories about becoming an artlet?
Meron. Actually, it's quite funny kasi I wasn't supposed to be a Tomasian in the first place. So parang ang nangyari ata is I was waiting for my college application sa may UP, no? Tapos, in long story short, hindi ako natanggap. So, one of the options na I took, no, was being a philosophy student here sa Faculty of Arts and Letters.
Masaya ka naman sa decision mo?
Oo naman, masaya ako. Really happy.
Tama lang, dapat lang.
Daming experiences.
Yeah.
So, can you imagine from not being here in the first place to becoming such an integral student here in our faculty, knowing that you've been part of the student government bodies, what does it feel like to know that you serve the community that you belong to?
Well, it's very fulfilling in the first place kasi number one, you get to talk with the students, no? You get to look into kung ano yung interests nila, kung ano yung mga demands nila, yung mga concerns nila. And at the end of the day, it's very fulfilling in a sense na you get to know them, you get to serve with them, and at the end of the day, natutupad nyo yung kung ano yung gusto nyong ma-achieve, no? For not only the student community, but for the AB community in general.
So, with that in mind, who or what inspired you to take the challenge of the role as the Artlet Student Council President?
Actually, siguro there isn't any specific figure, who really encouraged me to become, or rather, be here in the student council. It comes siguro from the passion to serve talaga the people, especially even before, when I was in high school, I was also part of the student council, and especially in pandemic, since wala akong magawa. And this is one of the avenues for you to really do something, not only for yourself, but for the students, That's what really pushed me talaga.
So parang it all boils down to serving the people, the STP.
So another question that we have is, as the student council president and also as a student, how do you juggle the demands of your responsibilities as a leader, as a student, and also in your personal life?
Well, talaga, one of the things na I learned for the past 3 years kasi 3 taon na ako as a student council, so medyo dinosaur na ako dito. One thing for sure you need to learn is time management talaga. Kasi you're not only a student, you're also a student leader, and you're also a brother to, sa mga kapatid mo, you're also a son to your family. So overall, you need to balance talaga your priorities. And of course, if kailangan ka talaga ng students, if the call is there, you need to show up then.
So you've mentioned that, having a call and having to show up. So with that in mind, do you feel any sort of pressure knowing that you hold this position? And well, not only position, but also influence over your constituents.
Definitely, there's pressure talaga. Especially sa mga roles. Well, being a student leader in general, there will always be pressure, kasi you're elected, sa'yo naka-entrust, trust ng students. You're there kasi they believe na kaya mo silang pagsilbihan, kaya mo ibigay yung dinedemand nila. And at the end of the day, that should be what your mission is, to really serve and fight kung anong gusto nilang mangyari.
Yeah.
And you can say truly na you're serving talaga the community. You're bringing so much into it. And for our last question for this segment, AB month is a way to celebrate the Artlet pride and excellence. So for you, what do you consider as your Artlet excellence and pride story?
Siguro maybe my time here in the student council, Kasi like what I said, since the pandemic hanggang slowly transitioning to face-to-face, it's been a really good experience to me. And not only to me, but also with everything I've been a part of, from the events, from the people I've met, and overall, getting to really be indulged, with your faculty, getting to know the culture and the students in general.
So ngayon, tapos na natin pag-usapan ang isang buhay ng pagiging Artlet, and we'll dive in more of to what you should expect into AB month after this short break.
Hello guys, welcome back to Tiger Rush and Tomasino. So we just had a small talk with TJ here, and we got to learn more about him serving our community and him as a student leader. Now we want to learn more about a very special event that you guys been keeping under the wraps for a while, and we're so excited to hear about it.
So for Artlets, it is sure that the AB month, ngayong AB month na, is one of the most anticipated festivity for the faculty. So for you, what keeps this tradition alive?
Well, I think it's number one, the culture.
Yeah.
Tsaka the students talaga who are participating in AB month. In AB kasi we have 13 programs, no? So that's a lot for one college, no? So I think what strengthens it, what keeps it continuing is unity within diversity of the different programs that we're celebrating.
Yeah, a very good take on that, especially the unity within diversity portion.
And we noticed also that this year, hindi na siya AB week, AB month na siya. So what made AB week to AB month?
Well, actually, when we were planning this out, noong 2018 actually, it was called AB month. For the previous 2 years na pabalik na tayo to the face-to-face setting, it was always AB week, no? So sabi namin, why not for this month? Why not for this this AB week celebration? Gawin natin siyang month long, no? Where we could celebrate more, we could get together more, and celebrate as the Faculty of Arts and Letters talaga.
So, ayun nga, sabi nga sa promotional materials nyo, the longer the better. So, are there any differences or are there any additional events included for this year's AB month festivity?
Marami kasi last year when we were celebrating the AB week, ang pinaka-highlight na isa doon is yung concert, no? However, this time around, we also included yung pagbabalik ng AB intramurals. Tsaka yung AB Cypher, which is a dance contest na mas maganda kasi it's face to face and more students will be able to come.
Yeah.
So now, as the Artlet Student Council President, what important messages or reminders would you like to impart to the Artlet community through AB month?
Well, I hope for this month, we really, number one, get together, get to know each other, especially since maraming ang program sa AB. It's beautiful kasi we're coming together for these celebrations, these events, and slowly but surely, nakikilala talaga natin yung identity, of being an artist. And I'm sure you both can, attest to that kasi taga-AB din kayo. And siguro, we just enjoy and have fun kasi since this is a month-long celebration, we hope na at every activity, at every bagong event, we really get to celebrate the identity, the pride, and of course the Faculty of Arts and Letters sa AB.
So I'm really excited for what you guys have in store for this month. But speaking of traditions, we also have a tradition here in Tomasino. Dahil hindi ka naman namin basta-basta paalisin hanggat hindi ka naglalaro. So, ready ka na ba to do a Tomasino Fast Talk?
Sige, I think wala naman akong choice.
So, Jen, do the honors, please.
So, for our first question, how many hours of sleep have you been getting?
Nako, I think 5 to 6 lang.
Oh, nako. But favorite activity to do when you're not working?
I'm not working. Siguro spending time with my dog.
How about favorite comfort food?
Favorite comfort food? Siguro that would be comfort food yung pizza. Pero pizza lagi akong kinakain pag I'm not that okay.
Sige. A Pinoy artist that you'd like to see perform live?
Pinoy artist that I would like to see perform live? Maybe di siya artist band siya I like to see the Eraserhead.
Wow. How about a song that's been stuck in your head lately?
Song that's been stuck in my head? Siguro Satellite by Harry Styles.
Favorite Tomasian event?
Favorite Tomasian event? Naku, madami. Maybe Paskuhan talaga.
Classic answer.
How about favorite thing about the AB Fiesta?
Favorite thing? Siguro I'm really looking forward to the intramurals kasi bakbakan talaga siya. As they say.
Bakbakan. But for your next one, organize an event or be its audience?
Siguro maybe organize an event.
Okay, how about favorite thing about the Artlets community?
Favorite thing? The diversity talaga and the students.
Eto medyo mahirapan ka. Arts or letters?
Siguro letters na lang kasi AB.
And for our very last question, from a scale of 1 to 10, how fun will AB month be?
Hoping 10 out of 10.
A good answer. So that is the end for today's Tomasino Fast Talk, and we definitely appreciated having a fruitful conversation with you.
So we want to ask you, how was your experience and time in this program?
Ano naman, masaya, malamig. So, and I'm really happy na I get to be a part of this segment.
So do you have anything to promote to the the Tomashan community a message that you would like to give, the platform is now yours.
Alright, so siguro for the upcoming AB month, I hope na even if you're from different colleges, you also get the time to really come to AB and celebrate our month-long celebration with the different events. So yeah, masaya dito sa AB, so I hope you can also share the joy din.
Yeah.
So in today's episode of Tomasino, we learned more about TJ and the highly anticipated Pistang AB. Artlet or not, we hope that our brief conversation with the Artlet Student Council President got you not just inspired, but excited.
Ako, personally, I've been inspired by TJ even before this interview, and I'm hoping that this event is going to be successful. And to all the Artlets out there, hopefully you'll get a spectacular experience this AB month 2024. And this has been Tomasino, kung saan makikilala ang buhay, husay at talento ng isang Tomasino. Welcome back to Tiger Rush. We finished all of our segments, and unfortunately that marks the end of our program. But before we formally end, I think it's nice that we give a recap about the things that we mentioned. So Zen, what was your favorite part of today?
My favorite part was probably mas nutritious learning more about canned goods kasi okay, aaminin ko kahit hindi ako dormer, I love canned food. I love processed food. And I just got to learn a lot more about, taking care of myself, having things only in moderation, variety, and of course, balance. But how about you? What's your favorite?
Very predictable, but it's going to be #OOTD since not only is it my favorite segment, but it's nice that we were able to talk about such an integral part of our Tomashan culture. But I think, grabe, napakadami natin pinag-usapan. But I'm sad na konti lang yung time natin for today.
But guys, remember, we are live every single day on all four corners of the university and on YouTube and on Facebook Live. So keep tuning in with us from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
I think it's time that we plug the socials of UST Tiger TV and the UST Tiger Radio. And once again, guys, mirroring what Zen has said earlier, Tiger Rush is live every day from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Not only, again, in the corners of USC, but we are now also online. And I think that's such a great improvement from last year. So where can we find the social media for USC Tiger TV?
So for USC Tiger TV, we are on at US Tiger TV on Twitter and Instagram, and on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, we are UST Tiger TV.
For UST Tiger Radio, you can find us on Twitter or X at Tiger Radio UST, on Instagram at UST Tiger Radio, on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at UST Tiger Radio, and on Mixler, UST Tiger Radio. So, grabe, I think that's the formal end of our program.
The very
today.
First episode of Tiger Rush for this semester. And this year.
But eventually, it's the same in concept. And it's been a fun episode talaga.
Yes. And again, you are with Tiger Jock Zen from Tiger Radio. And if you want to catch me on Tiger Rush, I'm here every Friday. And
I am Jay Lansangan from the UST Tiger TV. You can catch me here every Monday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So once again, we want to thank you for listening in, tuning in, and watching us have our segments today. So this is the show that puts the R in your mornings. This is Tiger Rush. Catch us again tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. only here on UST Tiger TV. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.